Hi, today's video is what is a vulnerability? So I've done other videos which you may find useful, particularly one about what's the difference between a threat and an attack and a vulnerability. But today we're going to look at vulnerabilities specifically. So every system that we might be looking at is likely to have one or more vulnerabilities, ways in which that system can be attacked, ways in which there are weaknesses within that system. Now, those weaknesses may be technical, they may be social, they may be process-based, but any type of vulnerability is something which allows an attack to happen. And that is something that generally we want to avoid, of course, as cybersecurity professionals. So let's think of some examples of vulnerabilities. Well, you might have a vulnerability in a protocol. Let's say you're trying to transfer details, information between two systems, and that should be an encrypted channel. Maybe there's a vulnerability in that protocol which allows people to look into the data that's being transferred. That would be a vulnerability. Another vulnerability might be that we've got a bank, and if someone kidnaps one of the key employees, that could be a vulnerability because it might allow them to get into the bank and do things they shouldn't be doing. Another vulnerability might be maybe a debugging port on a piece of hardware which allows people to plug in another system and access that system in ways they shouldn't be doing. Another type of vulnerability might be someone has incorrectly coded how they deal with some input from a text field, which allows people to do bad things with the system as they enter information on a web page, for instance. So there's all sorts of different types of vulnerabilities, and one of the difficult things, but I think one of the most interesting things about cybersecurity is trying to think of as many of those vulnerabilities as possible. Where might they be? What are the ways that people might come up with attacks which maybe you haven't thought of? And for me, it's also a very important reason to think about having a diverse workforce, a diverse set of people who are working on cybersecurity, because different people think in different ways and have different experiences and different backgrounds and different expertise. Maybe I wouldn't have thought of a particular approach because I don't use my phone in a particular way. Maybe my background makes me unable to see particular approaches because of the way that I think and my mindset about how I approach a problem. So vulnerabilities are a key thing that we need to understand in cybersecurity. We need to try and get to the bottom of and try, of course, to fix or mitigate. I hope that's useful. If it has been, please subscribe to the channel. If you've got questions about this or, in fact, any other cybersecurity topic, please let me know. Put a comment, whatever, and I will do what I can to help. Thanks.